Davis take charge of some games, but what is the organizational structure like at
Right,
Matero Magic?
right.
Can you shed more light on that?
Okay, I hope I won't be abrogating any laws, giving out insider information, freely.
Just give us a little bit, a little
A
tidbit,
little
so
bit. All right.
some of the fans can understand, because there were
Okay.
a lot of calls for
Yeah,
the national team coach
that's right.
Davis to
Okay,
take charge of the Matero Magic
that's right.
instead of David.
David.
But we do understand.
All right. So locally, the structure is David Musonda as head coach,
Yes.
Davis Zulu as assistant,
Right, right,
and
right.
also Jeremiah
Right.
Jenge. Yeah,
I hope
assistant.
that clears it up for any of those people
Yes.
online who are asking all the questions and wondering why Davis was not taking charge of the team. The
Yeah.
structure of Matero Magic is just
And
like what Gandhi
I
said.
understand the fans and their standpoint, but from an organizational perspective, to be an organization, you need to be organized, and
Of
our
course, there has to
organization
be a
is
structure.
we want a head coach who carries the voice of the rest of the coaches
Yes.
and not have different voices coming into play. So where you see Davis give way to David Musonda, it is because there's been dialogue um, that's taken place before the actual conversation takes place with the players.
Well
Okay,
understood.
so I understand the fans will only see who's drawing up the play,
Correct.
okay, and see
Correct.
who's in charge. But for
Correct.
us as an organization, it's all about having one communication, one voice, so that there's just unity in everything that we do.
Understood, Bongani. As we get back to the floor, 9 minutes 50 seconds to go. Mukuta on the line, and we can see that this is the Magic second unit that has performed really well above expectations. The Warriors still playing pretty much with about 70% of their starters. Is that something that may come to play a part the rest of the game as we start the second quarter? We see a lot of depth on the Magic bench, and the Warriors not rotating so much. What's your comment on that, Bongani? Please do not be as biased as I am being right now.
No, no, no. That is actually true. Rotation does play a huge part actually in the game, and you saw Mateli Simba come into the game and quickly was taken off for some reason. You know, as Magic pick up the rebound and it's away with Jackson, who finds a young boy. What was that?
Turnover by Mukuta there.
Necessary.
Very unnecessary, actually. I think, Mukuta, who I actually know, Sui with the good up and under there, giving Mukuta another quick foul. He is
Yeah.
not having a good game at the
Yeah, yeah.
moment.
You're not loving that as a player.
Yeah,
Trust me. You make a turnover one end
and then
foul
the
and
other
one.
end. Of course, as players, we always say if you can't do it on offense, make up
Do
for it
it.
on defense.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He
but
for them both.
yeah,
As
Tito
Tito
there
cleans
with the
up.
easy one cleans up the backboards, and we have Stilo bringing the ball up for Matero Magic. 27-19 is the score. 1 minute played in the second half, in the second quarter,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Matero Warriors running away with this one right now.
They are, and understandably so. Uh, as Tilo drives in, picks up his own rebound, and is fouled by Sue. You were asking about the rotation earlier, and getting back to that, I'll say if it's not broken, well, don't
Don't
try to
fix
fix
it.
it. And I think that's what Mateo Warriors is going by. Yeah, but you see right now, what Magic is not consistently doing is attacking the paint. Mateo Warriors has two effective big guys. They're both on the floor. Why not attack them, give them fouls, and so that you can change the trajectory of the game.
That's right. That's right. I don't think we saw the flag go up in that first quarter.
No, we
Was
did
that
not.
down to good defense or a lack of tactical nous? Because just as you rightly said, the two bigs for the Warriors are really putting in a huge shift, both defensively
And
and
offensive.
offensively.
That's
They've
right.
been cleaning up the boards. They've been doing it on the offensive end. Of course, Tito, is going to Tito. He's gonna have a good game. He's
Exactly.
gonna drop 20 and 10 every single game. But what can the Magic do to try and get him off his game? Is that something that they can do? Because right now Tito is doing Tito things.
Okay, this is very, very, very opinionated. Um, and it may be biased, because it's my opinion anyway. I feel Tito's not very defensive. Okay, so he's not someone who's going to try to reach out and block you if you drive in, but that's what Magic's not doing. Okay, he holds his own in the offensive end, but defensively,
And there we
failed
have
to do that.
Mukuta picking up another foul. Sui just using his body to back the big man down. And Mukuta known to be a very, very aggressive shot blocker. Today that has seemed to work against him as he picks up 3 quick fouls in the first half. He is going to the bench. And in comes number 11, who you're going to help me with his name.
Number 11.
As Sui takes the first shot, makes his first one. As we rightly say, the bigs from the Warriors really putting in a massive shift today. Sui, of course, well known to also light it up from 3 sometimes. I'm not sure if you've seen him do that.
I've seen him do that a couple of times, and he's pretty good at it. Very comfortable too. So that's the problem that Magic is going to face. Yeah, as Magic get a call their way. Yeah, so as I was saying, they need to continue attacking aggressively, for this to change. Otherwise,
That's true.
Tito is going to Tito as Jackson hits the second 3 of the night.
A great shot by Jackson.
That's 7
who is,
points for him today.
Fresh blood for the Matero Magic.
is it 8
Coming
points?
in from the United States of America. Some good defense there as the ball goes out. He gets the tip. So putting in a good shift on defense. We saw him pick up a good rebound earlier, and now he's lighting it up from 3.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a scuffle in the paint as the refs pick it up. A foul on 11, Magic.
Onesie.
Yeah, that's Onesie. And that goes to Tito's aggressiveness on the inside. I think
Exactly.
using that little experience just to rile up his defender as he backs him down, kicks it out. Sui on the
thinking about
perimeter,
it.
thinking about it, of course. Kicks it out. Nice little move there. Epic crossover. And the shot expires. No court awareness of the shot clock, unfortunately.
But that was
Turnover
some
to the
beautiful
Magic,
handles
but
right
that was some great handles. Sometimes you have to play less for the highlights
Yeah.
and for the points.
Exactly.
So Magic pick it up. An easy bucket there. Sometimes, it's the easy plays that get you the points.
Yeah.
We got a very nice crossover on this side that did not translate into a basket.
Exactly.
And then we have a little 1-2 that goes straight to the basket. Tito there turning into the hoop. As we say, Tito con Tito.
Right.
Magic bring it up with Stilo.
Yeah. As
It
Gloss
does
catches
14,
and
who
fires.
takes a shot. Bang,
Bang.
Nothing but net.
Ooh. All right.
It's very rare to see a big guy in this league that can light it up from range. And here we have someone who's shooting it with confidence. We love to see it.
Safe to say, Sui has found his match.
Oh, yes. We hope to see more of the same.
As Herbert scoops it up and it's in.
Oh,
I love
he is
Matero
lighting it
Warriors.
up
I
right
love how
now.
they're playing right now.
I'd like to see him step out a little bit more. His shot has been very consistent. And another one.
Speak of
2 for
consistency,
2.
though.
That is consistent,
Gross.
Bongani. That is
Gross.
consistent. Easy foul.
You remember
by
that
Steve.
name. His name is Gross.
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 All right. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. As the Warriors call timeout, looking at the score 32-31, you understand why. What do you think has changed from Matero Magic? Turning up
Well, Bongani, as I say, the second unit, of course, doing a lot more than the first unit, showing that hunger, that
Right.
passion. It's almost like they want to prove a point to the coach that they deserve to be on the floor a lot more than the first unit does. Of course, we saw a little misfortune on their big man, number 15, Mukuta the Daywalker, who picked
right.
up 3 quick fouls in the first half and 2 really bad turnovers. But otherwise, his rebounding was pretty good. Also part of the second unit. So that's where I'm going to say this might be the difference in this game.
That's right.
The rotation. Matero Warriors still using the first few players. Tito has not come out of the game for even a minute. He has played 14 minutes here of this game. We're in the second quarter, 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Sui has not seen the bench. The Magic, however, have a completely new five on the floor
That's
as
right.
we get back into the game.
Okay.
Let's see what happens coming out of this timeout. Do you anticipate any changes?
No, there's no changes as Magic retain Wamsi, Gross, Jack, Mukuni, and Stilo. The Matero Warriors suiting up is just number 8, Herbert, Tito, Sui. Yeah, Eric is in. Okay, so it looks like they're going with very small guys on the floor.
Sui with the attempt there, what we know him for. Tito cleans up the boards. Easy
What we
two.
know him for.
What we know him for. 34 to 31. 6 minutes played. The boys rotated at the top. Stilo on the floor, drives to the hoop. Good finish.
Man.
Great finish.
Yeah.
One thing you will like to know about Stilo is he does have a very good jump for a medium-sized guard.
That's true.
I have seen him throw down some amazing dunks as Jackson gets another 2,
Yes,
and
boy.
we're looking at 10 points for Jackson already.
Yes, sir.
Eric bringing up the ball for the Warriors now. The score is 34-35. Nice, easy
It's all about
drive
the
by
pace.
Eric.
It's all about
And,
the pace.
Stilo.
You know what they say about small size guards?
Yes.
Use your size and just go by the defender.
You have to use what you have as we see AJ coming in. I must say AJ did not have a really good showing at the road to BAL. He saw very good minutes, but really limited efficiency, limited output. We did not see the same AJ we see in the local league at the road to BAL. Would you say it was a different stage, maybe some stage fright? Tito cleans up the backboards and gets the foul there, putting Gross in a spot of bother. Tito just bullying the Magic down in the
Now,
paint.
if I was a Magic coach, I'd be frustrated with that because you have three people on one, and he picks up the ball.
Makes the first one.
Three
Tito
people on
showing
one, he
legendary
makes-
status here. 3-on-1 there, and yeah, he comes out with the foul. Misses the second one, unfortunately. Magic retained possession. Sui with the attempt on the offensive board, unsuccessful. Gross inbounding to Jackson here. But back to your point about the little guys being in the fight.
Yeah.
I know Jackson is mid-size. He's not such a big guy. But
Not
we have
like
seen
that.
him pick up some rebounds as AJ attempts another air ball there. Wakanda attempt fouled by Sui. Let's talk about AJ here. Is last season undeniable? I mean, he would have to be in the starting five.
He was an MVP contender.
This season,
Believe.
what are we seeing, Bongani?
It's a
What
shot of
has
himself.
changed?
It's a shot of himself. I'm not sure exactly what has changed, but perhaps it may be complacent.
Complacency.
Yeah, complacent.
As Wakanda
AJ has
makes
come
first
through
one.
again. He could be playing with the past glories right now. Yeah, but something that he needs to really adjust to and change.
I
As
hear you, Bongani.
Wamsi hits the second shot.
37. The game is tied. 5 minutes 24 on the clock. AJ with some really good defense there, but Tito, as usual, cleans up the backboard.
Okay.
Jackson bringing it up. The Warriors get 2 more on the board as Jackson pulls up. No dice this time. Wakanda with a big rebound. Out to AJ. What can he do for us here? Almost turns it over. Jackson with the bullet of a pass into the paint. Wakanda with the 3. Misses that one. Big rebound by Stilo.
We spoke about this.
We talked about the hops.
He
We
has a
talked about
bounce.
the hops. He does
Bro
have
has a
bounce.
bounce.
Herbert bringing up the ball. We got the Warriors cooling it down. 39-39 is the score. 4 minutes 40 played. Tito drives in, turns around. Wakanda with some good defense, but Tito makes the bucket. Doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Doesn't matter. Tito gonna be Tito. All right, go find there by Jackson. As Stilo tries to drive in, but intercepted by the legendary Matero Derby.
tipped out. We have Mate on the floor, and we are looking at legend for legend. Mate comes in, Chongo Chona is back on the floor,
Stepping
ladies
in.
and gentlemen.
Exactly. Put some respect on that.
Put some respect on his name. Jackson maintains the handle. Good defense by the Warriors. And it's a shot clock violation, uncharacteristic of Matero Magic.
But here we go again.
We have seen the ball turned over by shot clock violations 3 times in this game already.
In one game.
I would say that's not a good look from title contenders like Magic and perennial experienced veterans like the Warriors.
Yeah. That's true. All right, so we're talking about AJ and saying just how deep of a form he has right now. You know, he has to turn it up. And if I were him, I would take this game seriously and try to prove to the coaches to say, I'm still in this game. I'm still the same AJ. I still goes aggressive, too aggressive perhaps, as his coach for an offensive foul.
Offensive foul and Stilo. We're about to see Nalumino come in. Well, we do know that OGI did leave a very big gap at the Matero Magic point guard position. He's in the crowd somewhere. Hopefully we can get him to say a few things.
Yes, I can find him.
But Nalu comes in to fill that point guard gap, but Stilo gets the long ball in. Looked like a traveling violation to me.
That's
but
another rebound.
That's a board for Tito as he sits on the floor. Nalu brings it up. A Maverick with the handles as the captain kicks it out to Jackson. Jack's up for 3. No good. Kicks it out to AJ. Let's see if he's got the confidence. Nothing there. Big rebound by Wamsi, who takes it to the hole. Foul by Matele Simba, who's not going to allow himself to be put on a poster.
Not now, not today.
Get that out of here, young fella. Not on me.
And hey, let's not forget, this man can fly too.
We do know he can fly.
Well, he could fly.
He could fly.
Yeah, I can see the doubts in your eyes, man. But he could fly.
I have watched the career trajectory of Muba for quite some time, coming with him all the way back from high school. I must say he was my senior, and I saw him do some amazing things above the rim. Whether that translates to his current jumping ability, I do not think so.
Well, it's all about the mind.
Exactly.
You know, if he says he can do it, he's going to do it.
Warriors with the possession right now. A good midi. Big rebound by Tito, but good fight from Chongo Chona, the captain there, to secure the offensive board. Nalu brings it up the floor, looks for the open man. AJ kicks it out to Wamsi. Turnover there. Magic balls, it's tipped out by the Warriors.
Good ball movement there. I like the awareness of Nalumino. They're not trying to force the entry there, finding AJ, who almost found Wamsi as well. As Wamsi looks to find Chongo in the paint.
Yeah, Mate using that experience, pulls the chair on Chongo as Tito drives to the basket. And AJ just drapes himself all over him, gets the foul, and Tito finishes the basket. What are we seeing here? Well, is AJ about to go back to the bench?
That would be crazy.
Spoikan coming into the game for Jackson. Spoikan also a streaky shooter, like you mentioned earlier. He's more of a volume shooter. Once he does get it going, he can light it up from range. But Jackson has just been so effective here. These are some big shoes to fill, but we can say as Tito takes his last shot that this is just makes the last shot. This is the depth of the Matero Magic bench coming to show us now, because Spoikan is a very good player. As Nalu gets the easy 2, just rips apart his defender, as we've seen him do time and time again from his time back at the Looters as well as the Unza team. Mate bringing up the ball here. A good shot from the Warriors. That splash, nothing but net. Score is 47-42 with the Warriors up.
Mate almost scoops it out of Wamsi's hand.
I must say, Chongo Chona gets the easy bucket, the tough bucket, but he makes it look so easy. Bongani, I must say there's a little bit of confusion on the scores. What should have been a Warriors basket might have gone to the Magic side,
Counted as
and
Magic.
the Magic basket might have gone to the Warriors side. Let's hope they correct that on the
Then yeah,
bench.
they should. As Chongo takes his last shot, misses it from the line. Wamsi goes up. What's the call there?
There was a lane violation. Chongo takes it again,
Okay.
and this time does not miss. You know, more often than not, I think this is coming from you as a player.
Yeah.
Lane violations are such a godsend when it comes to second chances, because many a time you see players miss the first. Oh, that's nothing but net. Two in a row. Two for
Okay.
two.
Okay.
I think the Warriors have come to play, ladies and gentlemen.
No, they are.
50 to 45 as Nalu takes it in, drives to the basket again, easy two for Nalu. I mean, showing us
People
that
forget how good this
source.
boy is.
He's
People
showing us
forget.
that right
Yeah.
now.
He has to remind everybody.
What are his chances of getting into that BAL squad, Bongani?
High. The chances are high. I mean, he's got everything. He has the experience. He's played at that level in the qualifiers before with Matero Magic.
Once
So
he puts it down, misses the shot,
picks up his own rebound and misses again.
misses again. Wamsi has had 6 offensive boards as Tito throws it out. Uncharacteristic. Herbert, usually in the corner, did not take up the position. And Tito and Herbert just, dap it up and they'll fix it on the next play. It's a timeout.
Looking at the scores, you really have to commend the two teams. This is a high-scoring game. It's 50-47. It's only second quarter.
Exactly. Is that down to really good offense or really good defense, Bongani?
Good offense.
Great offense. I have to agree.
Yeah, great offense. I mean, you've seen Tito unsubbed, unsubbed, but still going up and putting up numbers. That goes to a lot of work. They've done a lot of work.
Looking into the crowd, I can see Antonio and a few other Magic players. Of course, your imported coach. I saw Corey in the crowd a little earlier,
yeah.
and why are the players not on the floor? We've got Tillemans, we've got Antonio, Mark, of course.
All right, so for Tillemans and Mark and the coach as well, it's an issue of clearances. So they were not cleared to play for ZBA games. Antonio, on the other hand, is a precautionary measure taken by Magic.
Understood. As we get back into the game, 1 minute 11 seconds to go.
Yeah.
The Matero Warriors are up 50. Magic down 47. Warriors quickly take up the floor. Sui is back. Mate is in, and for the first time, we have seen Tito go to the bench.
With 1 minute to play.
Sui comes in. That is a very good sub. A minute for the veteran going into halftime. Not sure if good sub or he just needed the rest because he was winded.
Either way, good sub. All right, so now, speaking of Warriors, I have noticed they are using Chish Meadow, aka, as a coach right now.
Right.
I don't know if you have any intel as to, why their coach Zangamani is not there.
Honestly, Bongani, I'm going to leave that up to speculation, but I think I spotted him in the crowd earlier. As to why he's not on the bench, not taking anything away from Tito. Let me not say Tito, I meant Chishmeto, who is a good coach in his own right. I think we did see him in his glory days as a player. So he does bring a wealth of knowledge of the game of basketball. And that is value that the Warriors can take advantage of.
And really, to support your claim, it's hard to really argue with that looking at the scores right now.
Right.
Magic hasn't led in this game, all because of the prowess of the technical bench, despite the fact that they have a lean bench.
Correct.
Kudos to the coach there.
Right. As we see Mate draw a foul from Chongo Chona, both very experienced players. Very strange to see a foul on a board so far away from the rim, as Baba misses the first one, so affectionately known. Let's see if he can make the second one. But now both teams in the penalty. Any foul, they go to the line. as he makes the second one, inbounded by Jacob. Very clever to stop the clock there. Spoikan pushing it up. 59 seconds to go in the half. As he waits for the return, Wamsi just a bit too slow on that pick and roll.
Yeah,
The chemistry not really there.
right. A bit too slow, but also a bit too weak. Expecting an easy run into the key, which is not going to happen if you're playing a Matero Warriors team.
So Sui fouled by Spoikan back there as he turned into the hoop. You see Spoikan going to the basket to try and help out his big man. That is something that we see a lot. If you've played in Matero, you know that once you bounce the ball as a big man, one of the guards is
He's
picking it
coming.
up.
Yeah.
I know that is something that is traditional for Matero teams. And not working out quite well this time. Sui makes the first. He's going to take his second shot. But what are some of the traditions that you see coming into this game, especially teams that come from Matero? What sets them apart?
I think it's the never say die attitude that they have. The never say die attitude. Um, it's not about the skill really, but it is just people refusing to quit. As is our mantra, Nalu missing there with Wamsi picking up the board and cleaning
Very
up.
good rebound by Wamsi.
Our mantra as Matero Magic is winners never quit. So we keep fighting until the end. As the time is winding down, 21 seconds to go. Baba fires, misses, picked up by Jaco, who loses out possession to Sue.
Sui just
Okay,
ramming into Chongo Chona there, who is very good. 6 seconds to go.
fires
No
three.
good on that one. Wamsi kicks it. Spoikan fails to control.
That
I
was that
would
was
say that's a millisecond left on the clock. 53 to 49. We go into halftime. Zambia Basketball Showcase. I'm Jabu. We have Bongani here. And this is heating up, Bongani. What do we expect in the second half?
I expect it to continue. I expect it to continue, especially that Tito actually just cooled off. So we expect a different fight from the Warriors. But yeah, let's wait and see. This is basketball. Things change in the third quarter, and you know what they say. Third quarter is a quarter that has the most difference. So let's see what Magic will do. Yeah, great game so far.
Thank you, Bongani. You are live on the Zambia Basketball Showcase at the National Sports Development Center. We are witnessing Matero Warriors taking it to the Matero Magic. And this is, of course, a local derby. So right now, as we know, it's judo out there. Never say die from both teams. And Zambia Basketball Showcase will be back with you in a short while. showcase Matero Magic taking on Matero Warriors, with the Warriors leading for pretty much the first half of the game. Score is 53 to 49. Matero Warriors 53, Magic 49. On the floor for Magic, we have Nalu Spoikan, we have Jacob Mshinge, Wamsi, and Chongo Chona. For the Warriors, Sui, Herbert, Eric, Tito. As we see a turnover. Uh, no, actually a foul called on number 6 for the Magic. That's got to be Nalu. Warriors inbound the play. Easy drive, no basket, and that's out of bounds. Magic ball.
All right, so we can see what Warriors are about, and it is as predicted. They're still continuing to drive aggressively to the hoop.
Correct.
As Poikan tries to get in, but turns it over. Magic Blues.
Well, okay. I'm it's 50-50. This is third quarter.
Yeah.
We see the Magic bringing up the ball. Captain Chongo Chona in control right now, kicks it out to Nalu. Nalu drives midi. He's known for that butter. That's his bread and butter right there. You don't see Nalu miss too many of those. But I'm just going to go back and say, OGI leaving the Magic. That hole has not been filled by any local player. We saw it in the road to BAL with Lars Ishimwe coming in and Jacob Nshinge taking up the mantle. Another quick foul for Nalu. Sui just protecting the ball really well there. Nalu unnecessary foul, but like I said, that point guard slot, we have both potential point guards for the Matero Magic. What a crossover by Eric as he dumps it down to Tito. But that's out of bounds, and it's going to be Warriors ball. Let's talk about that point guard position, Bongani. What's the Magic going to do locally?
Locally, first of all, let's talk about the gap that was left, right? So OGI is not just a player filling up a position, but he was doing it in such a way that he was leading the team as well. So in as much as Poikan fouls there, in as much as Magic are looking for a replacement for OGI in the point guard position, it is not just any person who can fill those shoes. It's about character and leadership, and that's what OGI left with.
And speaking of OGI, the legend himself is here. He's in the crowd. He's watching his former team. We will do our best to try and get him to give us a few comments. My colleague Bongani is just going to get a few words from him now.
Yeah, we're watching the game here, and OGI is in the stands watching on his former teammates, his former team, Matero Magic. OGI, what do you make of the setup that Magic has right now, and how the game is going so far?
These guys are a bunch of talented guys, so they must have it the easy way. I know third quarter right now is going to start easing up in 4 minutes or so going into the fourth, so Magic has it all day.
All right, so OGI, they're pledging his allegiance and also showing his support for his former team, instigating a win for Magic. And okay, so maybe it's going to be easy now. It's going to be easy for Matero Magic, but they're going to bow. What's your take on that?
They're going to have to they know we've been amateur Magic, every time.
That's right.
So we've been there 4 times now, so they know better. If you know better, you're going to do better. That's what's up. So they need to pull up from deep, you know what I mean?
OGI being OGI.
Yes, sir.
If they know better, they're going to do better.
They're going to do better.
All right, all the way Magic. Let's go. Okay, so Magic is always at the heart of OGI as Poikan drives and finishes.
Great finish by Spoikan there, using the rim protection as the bigs from the Warriors have been known to kick everything out of the paint. Kicks it out.
Good pump flick there.
Secured
Right
by
down
Wamsi.
shot.
Tell us a bit more about that conversation you had with OGI, Bongani.
All right, so it wasn't long, I was just trying to find out, from his perspective, how the game is going for Matero Magic. And he's predicting that in 4 minutes, Magic would have gotten control of this game, So, yeah, we'll wait to see that as Chongo Chona almost comes away with the steal, kicking the ball into the stands. And, I think the fans love that. Yeah, but
Very little comical from the captain there, Chongo Chona, who just did not have the legs to find the ball after that attempted steal.
we didn't have the legs.
We did see him try to put up a dunk in the final game of the road to
Oh,
PA. A little flashback
A little flashback
from the old days. Oh yeah, we
back in
do
the
know
day.
Chongo was. As you get older, you talk about players like Chongo, you talk about
Matero
players like
Simba.
Mate, you talk about players like Tito.
Right,
I've been a victim of a Tito dunk myself. I'm
don't
not
say.
too proud of it, but you don't go under the rim when these guys were in their prime. Coming from a background of a bit of a high flyer myself,
Right,
these
right.
are guys I would see perform miracles above the rim. We remember back at the Matero boys basketball court when Mate would always put one hand on the backboard and then
And slam
dunk
it
the
in
ball
with the
in.
other.
Everyone
that
knows
was
Mate
crazy.
for that.
Yeah.
Of course, Tito can still dunk to this day, but we see a little less of that. Let's talk about the experience that the Warriors have on their starting lineup and on their bench right now. How is that coming into play as we've seen the Magic take control of the game with
I
3
feel
points?
it's the only factor right now.
Right.
Right now, it's just experience that's playing. I'm not shooting down Matero Warriors as an organization, but to play and match up to Magic right now is premature. Okay, so what gives them that extra edge is the experience that they have. We're talking of Sue, who's been with Hawks, right? He's been with Hawks. Talking of Eric, he started out with Munali Sons. Talking of Tito himself, right? So these are people who are bringing up this team, and they've continued to lead as Eric fumbles, almost gets away with it.
We have a kickball there by Eric who blew past Spoikan but failed to control the ball and turns it over to the Magic. Chongo inbounds the play, hands it back to the point guard Spoikan. The ball is pushed into Wamsi who gets the easy 2. Inbounded by Tito. The Warriors bring it up the floor. Score is now 61 to 56. And are we seeing the actual truth by OGI here? Are Matero Magic taking control of this game? Rebounds, Spoikan Ngoma tries to thread the needle to Chongo. Eric throws it, or not Eric, my mistake. Daliso throws it out of play. Tito not quite on the same wavelength. The Magic are starting to take control of the game, and this is 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 56 Warriors, 61 Magic. Wamsi with the midi, nothing but rim, doesn't go. Daliso brings it up, has Poikan for breakfast, kicks it out. Eric on the perimeter, back to Daliso, fires up a 3 off the rim, no good. Nalu to Spoikan, Shelly, misses it. Wamsi cleans up the boards. Uncharacteristic of Spoikan. I've seen him make that layup in his sleep, but it's just not flowing today.
I must mention, Wamsi has been impressive, for Matero Magic. At least he stepped up from where Mukuta felt. Wamsi has come up big.
Tito does what he does. Wamsi just not strong enough there. Tries to take the charge, but they don't call it a no-charge zone for nothing. Tito using all that experience, drops the shoulder, gets into the paint, gets the easy 2.
That's right. Spoikan looking to attack. Razzle Dazzle finds Wamsi. Wamsi finds Chongo. Back to Spoy in the corner. 3. Nothing but brick for Spoikan as Wamsi falls it in and gets a foul from Sue. Spoikan I don't recall him making a three in this game.
No, Spoikan has not had a single three-point shot in this game out of what we are counting as 6 attempts. The streak continues. As far as three-point shooting goes for Matero Magic, we had the second unit making almost all the threes for the Matero Magic. You had Magic Jack, you had Gross, and we haven't seen any of that razzle, any of that magic from beyond the arc for the Magic. I like to see Nalo make a few attempts, but of course
He's got 6 points. He's got 6 points already, so not so bad for him. But one player that maybe we've forgotten about and we haven't seen so much of is Dingilizwe Saili in this game, who's about to check in, by the way.
Checking in is Lizwe Saili, who was lighting it up in the BAL as Wamsi travels. Unfortunately, Warriors boy, a little too excited to get the offensive board there. Happens to the best of us. We're going to see Eric inbound to Daliso. Daliso brings it up the floor, kicks it to Tito. Tito kicks it to Sui in the paint, backs down Wamsi. No dice, no luck, as Lizwe brings down the board, throws it away. Luckily, Matero Magic ball. Talking about Lizwe, very, very underrated shooter. Most people did not rate him very highly in the road to BAL, but I must say, as he attempts one there, no dice. Magic ball comes off the hands of the Warriors there. But Lizwe, when he gets it going, is actually a very, very good shooter. What are some of his other qualities?
Attributes. I think one is I think the biggest that you mentioned of him is that he plays with aggression. Okay, he plays with aggression. If someone's going to give you 100% on both ends of the floor, if it's not going for him, very unfortunate, but he's going to give it 100% all the time, and that's one quality that a coach cannot teach. And coupled with that, he has the length of a lefty. Okay, so when he goes into the paint, it's very difficult to stop.
That's also true. As we see Chongo go in and get the easy two there.
I thought it was going to give us something there.
Happens as speak of maybe the commentators' blessing. Lizwe very aggressive going to the basket. The refs give him nothing there. I know Eric had a handful of his pocket there, but the referees no dice.
Hey, he seemed to pick more than his pockets.
The Magic bench up in arms, inbounded to Wamsi. Lizwe with the ball. You mentioned he's a lefty, and speaking of lefties, as Spoikan breaks another one, Wamsi kicks it out. Where is our Elijah, EJ?
EJ, as you may know, is actually doing school at Junilas. So currently he's under intense CA examinations going on. So
understood, and that's always been the case with Zambian basketball. Well, mostly the universities do not sponsor athletes. You cannot be a student athlete in Zambia at the moment, and that is something we're hoping can change in the future, because look at the talent on display here. We are missing one of the MVPs of the league in EJ Elijah Mbochu. Lucky lefty.
Oh,
we get a beautiful dive.
Those eyes,
from Jacob.
Okay, he's playing like a set of number 4. I know. That was a dime.
Talking about himself there, Bongani. Let's not toot our own horns. Remember, we are commentating.
My bad.
As Mushinge brings up the ball once again, kicks it out to Dingy. Another nice time inside that Wamsi does not finish. Maybe just out of steam from that brilliant dunk he had earlier.
Speaking of steam.
Tito gets the easy two. He just makes it look so easy on the inside. Magic with the 10-point lead as the second unit is preparing to come in. What is going on here, Bongani? Where did we get from Matero Warriors leading for 3 quarters, for the entire half, to Magic now 10 points up, 68-60? That's an 8-point gap with 2 minutes 13 seconds to go in the third.
I must mention that in that interview with OGI, he did mention that by the start of the 4th minute, Magic would have taken control. And we've seen that Magic has now 8 points lead. as Tito is shooting on the line. I think the difference has been the aggression. You know, you've seen Magic step up on their defense, forcing Matero Warriors into many turnovers that they do not need at this point. As Kuni there misses and Lizwe hits the deck hard. Ouch.
Little dirty there from Daliso. You
Ouch.
know, you have to clear the landing area as the referee calls that one. Can't get into his cylinder as he goes up, secured the rebound. I do not think it was intentional,
I don't
but
think
well,
so.
the Warriors are an experienced team, and sometimes, you know, it takes a little extra to win the game.
That's
I'm
right.
hoping that's not the case here. Lizway is all good, lost his headband, putting it back on now
I hope
as
he
the
didn't lose
ball
his
is
head.
being
I hope he stays in the game.
as the ball is being inbounded by Jackson. Jackson kicks it to, gets it back, backs down Eric.
Yeah, this is a matchup I'd like to see.
Yeah, takes him to the hoop, kicks it out. Long range shot, no good. Rebounded by Mateli Simba. Eric takes control of the ball, brings it up for the Warriors. 61-68 after the made free throw by Tito. We're looking for the inbound there. Good shot by Herbert. Rims out. Tito with the offensive board. Herbert relocates. Tito is backing down his man. Easy bucket for Tito. They just can't contain this man.
You love to see that in the forward who recognizes the mismatch and tries to utilize it. And that's what Tito's going to do as Ross finds Dingilizwe, who finds him back and easy deuce.
That's a good little give and go by Dingilizwe and Gross. Mate kicks it out to Eric, thinks about the shot, takes control, gives it back to Mate. Mate swings it all the way to Daliso, who penetrates. Mate inside to Tito, who is their go-to man. 6 seconds on the shot clock, tries to bank it in, no dice. The ball is brought forward by our number 2 from the Magic, given to Dingilizwe, midi, nothing but air. Almost say nothing but net, because all he got was the net.
Right, it is, technically. You know, but I feel that was a rush shot from Dingilizwe. I think he still had more time on the clock as Warriors try to attack and get a lucky call from the referee.
34 seconds to go, Zambia Basketball Showcase. We are almost at the end of the third quarter, and we have seen the Magic take a 7-point lead as the Warriors inbound the ball. Second unit for the Magic is on the floor as we see the Warriors doing everything they can. Mate driving to the hoop, turns it over. Jackson with the steal, gives it to number 2. Easy deuce.
Coney.
Easy deuce. 18 seconds. Not much of a difference between game clock and shot clock. And that's a backcourt violation.
This is what I was talking about Matero Magic upping the defense. As you saw there, trapping Daliso, forcing him to the corner and forced the turnover. This is what you want to see.
Daliso, a relatively experienced player with time running, I believe should be looking for the foul or looking to make the shot. 3 seconds to go as we have Jack on the ball. No court, no time awareness. And we have the time expire. Magic 72, Warriors 63. Bongani, did we see this coming?
Honestly, I did not. I thought third quarter would still be tight. I thought that would half and puff, but the scores should have been at least in 5 points difference. But right now we're seeing Magic pull away. I don't know what should take. What do you think Warriors should do in the next 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes I must mention?
Earlier in the half, Bongani, in the first half, you mentioned that if it's working, don't fix it.
Yeah.
We have not seen the aggressiveness that the Warriors had in the first half come into this second half. I have not seen the aggression from Sui. I have not seen the aggression from Eric. Eric made, I think, the first 2 baskets, and we had Daliso raining it from 3. He had 2 in a row and a few other threes. Herbert also got a few good threes in, but he has attempted 2 shots the entire quarter. and he is arguably their best shooter.
That's right.
I mean, if they're going to get back into this game, I think they need to go back to what was working for them. They're trying to do something else at the moment, and as we can see on the bench over there, Matele Simba trying to get his charges to get back into the game. It's not a very big gap.
No, it's
We're
not.
looking at what is this, 9 points?
Yeah, that's 9 points.
9 points.
So again, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. So right now, Material Magic is putting pressure on the ball. What you want to do is put pressure back on them and see how they react to it. So if I was Material Warriors, yes, you're down 9 points, but there's 10 minutes to go. No time to panic, no time to force shots. Like you say, go back to the drawing board, go back to what was working. What was working is give the ball to Tito and get the hell out of the way, right?
That's right, Bongani. As we get back into the fourth quarter, we have another 10 minutes. The Warriors here trying to get back into the game. And Zambia Basketball Showcase, ladies and gentlemen, we have Matero Magic, local derby against Matero Warriors. Some confusion over whose possession it's going to be at the moment. The Magic are inbounding the ball, attacking the right side of the basketball court. We have Jackson on the floor. We have Stilo on the floor. We have Dingilizwe. We have
Mukuni
Gross and
Gross.
Mukuni.
That's right.
Can you give us the lineup for the Matero Warriors?
Eric is starting, and I see Daliso there with Herbert on the back court for Matero Warriors. Tito and Sui are back in the game together for the first time in this quarter as Stilo attempts to shoot while Dingiliz has been called for an offensive foul. All right, so speaking of going back to the drawing board, we see Matero Warriors, I think, go back to the starting lineup with Sui and Tito dressing up in blue, and dark blue, to speak. Let's see how they respond to this.
You know, this lineup for the Warriors, splash from Herbert, and we are back, like you say, to the drawing board. This is what he does. I mean, that is his game. As Dingy thinks about the shot, the ball goes to Stilo in the corner, tries to get one back. Dingilizwe not getting possession, but just gets a little off Sui there, Matero Magic ball. Let's see a little more of that from Herbert, who got the shot right off the first play going into the quarter.
You did mention that he is the best shooter on the floor right now, and utilizing him is only going to do good for them, the Warriors, as Kuni tries to bump into a non-moving train in Sui. As Tito comes away with the ball, Daliso finds Eric in the corner, not known for shooting, finds Sui at top, gets it back. It's been guarded by a big guard as he drives in, kicks it out to Daliso, who fires away and comes up with nothing as Magic pick up possession and attacks with Stilo, who hits it and is counted.
Easy money for Stilo there, just using his size to get to the basket and that amazing jumping ability of his. I must say the young man is very impressive. Right. Given the minutes he got in the BAL, we saw some flashes of brilliance. He brought a calming effect to the Matero Magic.
That's right.
And now we get to see him take an extra shot on the line. Let's see if he can make this a three-point play. But speaking of the bench, we do have some names on the Warriors bench as Stilo makes that shot. It's now a three-point play for him. The Warriors bench has had some, you made a comment earlier about an unstoppable force and an immovable object. There are some bench players who have not moved an inch from the Warriors bench, Bongani.
Yeah, I think George Kawewe and Matele Simba, I haven't seen any of the two guys on the bench, including the coach in Chish Metro, who can also suit up and play, as Jackson drives and misses a bunny there.
That just rims out. Unfortunate for Jackson as Herbert is blocked by Lizwe. An underrated aspect of Dingy Luiz's game is actually his defensive ability.
That's
he
right.
is such a strong defender with his length and his long arms.
Exactly.
Very good defender, Ben Said.
You know,
I
I must mention his height is a bit of a disadvantage to other guards because he's relatively tall for that position he plays.
That's right. As we saw right there, he is guarding people who are relatively shorter than he is. So not to take away anything from his defensive ability, as Eric drives to the rim and gets fouled, he gets a chance to go to the line.
Speaking of Eric, he's been aggressive the entire game today, and you love to see that. He's always 100 in terms of speed, always trying to look for that little space to attack, and he's been doing that quite well today.
Right, let's see him. Actually, no attempt to shoot the ball on that play, so it's going to be inbounded from the side. Herbert controls the ball, kicks it inside, turnover. Gross with the ball, gives it to Lisway. Stilo puts it in. Well, we saw the hops, but no dunk.
And that was good transition offense from Matero Magic as Stilo puts pressure on Deliso, who does well to find Sue under pressure. Okay, Deliso thinks about it and attacks, draws a foul from Dingilizwe. That's good momentum from Deliso there, keeping Dingilizwe to the task.
We can see a sub for the Warriors. Herbert comes off for Mate Simba. Is that a good substitution? We've talked about the coaching prowess of Chishmeto here, and we have seen him take off their best shooter. Asui is fouled there.
Was that really a foul?
Well, the referees called the foul, but back to the point of the substitution. Herbert has had 2 shots, one went in, and he's back on the bench.
Yeah, for an experienced Mateli Simba, experience, albeit he hasn't made any point in this game. I feel it's a bit drastic from the coach, looking at the time, 7 minutes. Yes, he made a bad call to shoot that shot, and he got blocked, but then shooters got to shoot, right? And, I mean, the coach actually was a shooter himself, so he should understand that. Yeah, as Sui makes the second shot in the line, taking it into 10 points.
Correct, Bongani. We are seeing the Matero Magic trying to run away with this game as Jackson puts up a 3 and it's flat. He is giving us a shooting clinic right now. Very impressive from the Matero Magic guard.
He's unfazed.
Picks up the ball.
This is his first game.
And Eric kicks it in. Ball goes out from Mate to Daliso, who drives to the basket, kicks it out to Mate, attempts a shot, rims out. And we are talking about a substitution of the best shooter for a streaky shooter. Mate has not had much luck from outside the perimeter, but Herbert was lighting it up, arguably the best shooter on the Warriors team. What is the thought process of the coach? We won't know as Gross tries a midi. Big rebound by Sui. If you ever go up against him, you know it's like trying to ram into a brick wall when this guy boxes you out.
I'm telling you.
Mate gives it back to Daliso as Eric attempts to drive to the basket, controls the ball. He is double teamed at the top. The Matero Magic really turning on the defense here, forcing the Warriors to turn it over. We are seeing some really, really strong defense from the second unit. And the Magic now have a chance to go up by more than 12 points.
That's right. And this is what you get, So you take out a more active Herbert and bring in a bit of a morbid Mateli Simba. You get stagnation in the offense, and one way or the other, you get such turnovers because people are not moving as well as they should.
I have to agree there. Movement is always key. And I do believe this is what's coming to the point earlier in the game when we talk about the depth of the bench. There's just so much more gas in the tanks of Matero Magic right now that they can afford to even play trap defense and put so much pressure on the Warriors. Whereas the Warriors just cannot fight back on defense. They are so tired from trying to break down this Matero Magic defense that when Magic attack, they just have nothing left.
I agree with you.
This 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Matero Magic 80, Warriors 68. 12-point differential, 14 seconds on the shot clock. and we are seeing the Warriors just coming back into the game. Uh, well, I don't know if you can tell from the looks on their faces, but it's looking like a mountain to climb at this point.
It does look like a mountain to climb, especially with the fact that their go-to guy in Tito Njovu, he's sitting on 3 fouls now. So obviously he's going to be a little bit cautious with this 6 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. But at the same time, I feel they're also looking at it from an angle where if they've done it before, they can still do it again. You know, they started the game so well. So if they put pressure, they believe on Magic, they can still get back into this game. It's only what 12 points now. So
Anything can happen. All you need, and I'm going to call it right now, all you need, Matero Warriors, is Herbert back on the floor. Gives you 3 good 3-pointers, and we are right back in this, ladies and gentlemen. Matero Magic inbounding the ball. We have Stilo, we have Mukuni fighting with Sui down low. We have Dingiliswe, Gross, and of course Jackson. And the play is inbounded. Dingiliswe aggressive to the hoop. Tries the lucky lefty. Tito gets the board. Goes all the way to the hoop. Easy 2. Nobody is stopping the freight train. That is Tito Njovu right now.
nobody's doing that as Kuni comes away with it, pushes off the smaller Eric as Magic attempted 3, rebounded there by Gross and scooped in. Easy 2.
The lead is back to 12 points with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Another unforced turnover by the Warriors. Jackson controlling the ball right now. It goes out to Mukuni, who brushes off Eric. We have Stilo in the corner for 3. Rims off the top, but Gross cleans it up. He's made a meal of those points.
Is he in
today.
double digits now?
I think he might be in double digits, Bongani. As much as he's gotten his rebounding, this might be a double-double for Gross, who has had a very good game, cleaning up the boards, doing the dirty work, what we like to call the donkey work.
Again, Stilo.
Another near turnover. But what a play by Eric. Just gets his defender up in the air and gets the easy 2. Gross attempts the 3. No dice. Nice little outlet pass by Mate into Eric, who throws it over. Nothing but air. Jackson relocates. Misses that one. Stilo controls it. Gross with the ball. Attempts a 3. It is raining attempts by the Magic right now. They are having fun at this point. As Daliso attempts a shot but misses the layup. Outbounded to Jackson. Dingiliswe swings it back to the top to Stilo. Stilo to Dingiliswe. His way into Gross, who takes the midi. Misses that one. Offensive board Magic. Shot by Mukuni for 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Suru. What a sequence of events. I must say that was extremely horrible offense by both teams.
I gotta mention, there comes a time when the downpour is just too much and you gotta hope for the Drizzlies. And Tito picking up his rebound there and finishing up on the board.
A chance to make it a 3-point play for Tito here. Bates Gross into the easy foul. That's experience talking right there, and he gets a chance for a 3-point play as we see Mukuta Kachingwe and Nalumino Simioti coming into the floor for Dingiliswe Saili and Gross.
Big rebound there by Shu as Mate scoops it back to Tito Njovu, who finishes at the rim. I wonder how many points Tito has.
Well, right now we must. I would very well venture a guess that he is the Warriors' leading scorer as Jackson there gets the easy 2. I think Tito might be sitting on 4 fouls. We'll wait for the board to go out.
How's his foul?
That definitely is on Tito.
Looks like his foul.
He's been given the 4th foul as Jackson goes to try to make it a 3-point play. Number 1 for the Magic. Very impressive. Jackson put some respect on his name, Garrison. Makes it a 3-point play.
Good defense there by Stilo. And this is what I wanted to mention about Stilo here. Oh, good dice. Good dice.
What
Great.
a dime
Wow.
by Jackson there. Dishes it
Wow.
out after drawing the defense. I think the Warriors being pressed back at the moment. That trap defense just working really well for the Magic as Tito shows us some razzle dazzle. Nothing doing though. Easy deuce for Jack. The lead has grown to 12 points again. That's 11 points actually, correction. Mate with the experience kicks it out to Eric. No dice there. Tito with the big rebound, and it is swatted away by the Daywalker. Jackson with the ball. Patience pays behind the back. Mukoni controls it. Jackson with the ball. 2 minutes 42 seconds to go. Matero Magic 91 as Nalu misses the easy layup. 78 Warriors. Eric brings it up, goes in. Nearly throws it away. Mate controls it, kicks it out to Eric. The Warriors looking a little worse for wear at the moment. They just can't seem to get an offense going. The Magic defense just so stifling as Zito tries to put that in. Good defense by Mukuni. Unfortunately, Tito no dice on that one. Finds
So the
himself
train
on the
can be
floor.
stopped.
Maybe, just maybe, the train
Wow.
can be
You gotta be
stopped.
impressed. That's good defensive play.
Very
by
good
Kuni.
defensive play.
Unfortunately, he didn't get the assist for that, but that was good defensive play. And speaking of defense, we spoke about the trap that the Magics are doing. And do you think, again, going back to the coaching aspect, is it something that should be seen from the technical bench, in how to break that? Because they're trapping them in the same area, you know, doing the same mistakes from time to time. And I must mention the defense has been great, but I feel the offense also has been a bit easy, for Magic to actually handle.
That's understood. But as we know, Bongani, the trap from the Matero Magic has been very unorthodox. You would expect it to start with the one pressuring the ball at the inbound when the
Right.
Warriors are bringing it up. But they only activate it after the
Crossing
opposing
the
team
line.
crosses the line,
Right.
which seems to be very confusing because you would think they're settled into a zone and then suddenly you have
They're
two
pulling
guys
up on
hounding
you.
the ball. But what I would like to see from the Warriors is their big guys come into play. That's the only way to spring the trap. You
Right.
get your biggest guy in the middle of the floor as an outlet for your guard. When they are pressured, simply lob it to your big guy. That's Tito. That is Sui. They need to be the answer for this trap defense
I
right
hear
now.
you. I hear you. Yeah. But just worth noting though, running the point right now is Eric. A switch up, from Eric to Dali, so hoping for a different result, but same old, same old.
Same old. We get the same. It's just very disappointing from the experience that the Warriors have right now as we see Herbert come back onto the floor to
Right.
try and break down this deficit. The center Mukuta going up against Tito misses the easy deuce. We just see some poor mechanics from the big man who doesn't seem to be able to get his legs underneath him as Daliso gets the two there to try and break down. Herbert gets the ball, kicks it into Tito. It's kicked out to him. Takes the three, splash. Nothing but net from the hottest shooter on the floor. Take that, Jackson.
Has it been too late to call to bring him back into the game?
1 minute, 28 seconds to go. 83 to 91. I think the Warriors still have a chance to get this one. If that man can stay hot, the Warriors can get back into this game. 83 to 91 is not such a big lead. That's only 8 points. If we get a few more of those 3-pointers from Herbert, I mean, I'm a big fan of the young man. He is playing really well, playing at a high level. Let's see a lot more from him. Let's see if the Warriors can take advantage of his presence as Nalu has a great spin move, but fails to finish on the second attempt. And Stilo just showing us his hops there to clean up the backboard. Daliso draws the foul. Score is 93 to 83. It's back up to 10 points as Daliso goes to the line. The Magic in the penalty right now. On the floor for the Magic is Chongo Chona, the captain. We have Jackson, Mukuta, Stilo, and Nalu. For the Warriors, of course, we have Sui and Tito, the perennial players. We have Daliso who makes the shot, Eric and Herbert.
Overall, I've been impressed with this game, man. I didn't really see this much intensity, in terms of the way these guys have played. 93-85. It's not a regular NBA game, you say.
Definitely not. We've seen some amazing offense. 1 minute, 2 seconds to go as Jackson backs down Eric using his Daliso, using his size on the inside. Very impressive. That is high ball IQ from the Matero Magic guard. As Daliso brings up the ball, takes the midi. No dice on that one. Tito gets the offensive board and one. He makes it. Goes to the line. How many times have we seen that?
How many times have we seen that? And he keeps going. Okay, he's sitting on 4 fouls. He knows the only addition that he's going to have is on the offensive side, and so he's doing the most that he can. Tito.
Let's see if he makes it here. 3-point play from the veteran who is playing like a spring chicken. He is the best player and their most experienced player as Jackson just baits Sui into the unnecessary foul. That is showing some high level of intelligence right there.
High level of intelligence, high level of confidence from Sui.
High level of confidence
Jackson,
indeed.
From full court. You risk a lot of things there, man.
This is the Zambia Basketball Showcase. You are watching the Warriors against the Magic, or 44 seconds left in the game. The Magic have taken control of the game so far. Nalu inbounds it to Captain Chongo Chona, who gives it to Mukuta. Nice give and go. Beautiful assist by the Daywalker there to his captain. If there's anyone you can trust with the ball, it's your captain. Daliso kicks it out to Tito, who gives it to Sui on the inside. Nice little bucket there, the big to the big. As the time keeps running.
It has to.
It should be stopped. The ball went out of play.
It was a basket.
On the basket, the ball went out.
It continues to run.
The time should stop.
Tell me the rules. Is it not supposed to continue running?
The time should stop on the made basket. We're not playing running time, Bongani.
No. It doesn't matter when the ball goes in. That's why the referees are not allowed to check it when the ball goes in, because it's running then.
I think we're going to get some clarification from the referees here as they look at the
we have anyone nearby.
The game clock. So the clock has been reset to 34 as Nalo brings up the ball. Gets the easy two.
Good job.
Tito unable to attempt to block the ball there because he's sitting on 4 fouls. Can't afford to lose the game, to be out of the game. A steal by Nalu there. He's got Stilo ahead of him, takes it himself, and makes the deuce. Nalu very impressive today as Sui gets the ball in for the easy two. 14 seconds to go. Matero Magic 101, Warriors 90. It's been an entertaining game. As Stilo in the corner takes the shot. Nothing doing. Jackson with the rebound. Out of bounds. And the game is done. Bongani, you've been great. It has been an absolute pleasure. This has been the Zambia Basketball Showcase. Last minute comments before we close off.
I think overall it's been a great game, great preparation from Matero Magic. I think we caught some light, of the new players, Jackson and Gross. So yeah, this is what we're expecting. This is what we should expect. Overall, great game. Kudos to Matero Warriors for coming up big like this. Yeah, good show.
That's great, Bongani. This has been the Zambia Basketball Showcase. I am Jabulani. My co-host has been Bongani. The Matero Magic not making quite quick work of the Warriors. As you know, it's been a derby, tightly contested. The Warriors led for the majority of the first half, but the Magic showing us their elite BAL qualities, and they win the game 101-91. Matero Magic takes the game. Zambia Basketball Showcase. Chabu Ryan Mulenga signing off.